You are watching the Anglican Cable Network Nigeria. ACNN, reaching the world with the undiluted Word of God.
It is a beautiful and bright morning here in the city of Abuja. Good morning and welcome to the Sport Hour Show, reaching you live from the Anglican Cable Network Nigeria, ACNNTV, a program that brings to you all the happenings, latest events and news within the and around the world of sports. I am Olushola Lujide and I'll be taking you around the world of sports today. We shall begin with the 32nd African Cup of Nations, which shall kick off later this evening by 4 p.m. with an opening ceremony in Egypt, and thereafter the first match between the host nation, Egypt, and Zimbabwe. It shall take place at the Cairo International Stadium. This is the first time in history of the competition that 24 nations will be competing for honors. In the past, we had 16 nations, but now it's 24, and Nigeria is included. We will see a beautiful scenario where we have the African culture being displayed to the world. It's going to be a beautiful scenario where we see culture, the Egyptian culture, the pharaohs come together and give us what it is to have a beautiful and interesting opening ceremony. Then the Super Eagles will start their campaign against the debutant Burundi today, on Saturday, by 7 p.m. Our Super Eagles, our darling Super Eagles, are in the group of B, alongside Madagascar, Burundi, and 1976 runner-ups, Guinea Republic. We will kick off our hunt for the 4th African Cup of Nations by 7 p.m. at the Alexandra Stadium. We won it last in 1980, 1994, and 2013 under the late Stevie Keshi. The group looks easy on paper, but interestingly, we cannot take out any team in Africa as being underrated. Anybody can come right now and defeat anybody. So we look forward to having a good game where we see our Super Falcons going all out there and to conquer the world again, conquer Africa again. They have been warned against not being complacent. They've been warned they've been warned by ex-internationals. They've been warned by the NFF president not to underrate anything. Speaking to the reporters in Egypt during a visit to the Super Eagles camp, the Nigeria Football Federation president, Amaju Melvin Pinnick, warned the players not to take Group P lightly. Pinnick, who also doubles as the CAF vice president and CAF president of the AFCON, said easy groups exist only on papers, and which is true. Only on papers. We have seen teams come from nowhere, unknown teams come and destroy the big teams. He said things are different on the pitch, and it's true. Anything that happens must happen on the pitch, not on paper. The NFF, he has assured that the NFF will ensure that all that they need to ensure that they win the trophy is given to them. What does it mean? The camp allowances, the training allowances is given to them. They have no excuse whatsoever not to perform. He said, this is a very, very important, and Nigerians are fully behind you. You should do your very best not to disappoint them. And he gave them a warning. He said, do not take anything for granted. That is a huge warning for the Super Eagles, which means do not take anything for granted. And that means all the boys have to do is just to go out there, give all they have to do, play as a team, and score early goals. Against Burundi, being that the fact that they have never met before in any competition, and this is the first time Burundi will be going to the Nations Cup in their history. We don't know their prestige, we don't know what they can offer. And the longer we wait without scoring a goal, the longer we give the Burundis confidence to come against us. So now the Eagles have been admonished by ex-internationals, they'll be admonished by Pinnick, they'll be admonished by Nigerians to look for an early goal. And early goal, what happens? It destabilizes this team. So these boys, our Nigerian Super Eagles against Burundi, have to go all out there and score an early goal. the team, they arrived from Ismaila, where they camped, to where they trained, and they are now in Alexandria against that match. Now they assured Nigerians that they're not going to let us down, and we look forward to that. This is a team that has both the experienced and the young ones. It's a team that has been compared together by General to get us the best players he can get in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. These are players who are young. These are players who are experienced as well too. So it's combining both experience and usefulness to give us the best result. These are the names of the 23-man squad that will be going to the Nations Cup for us. Now, the Super Falcons had a very tough, rough road in France. The Super Falcons had a very rough road to qualification in France, and against the host nation, which was our third match, there was a controversy concerning the penalty kick. In my own view, that was a penalty kick because our player, Ebere, had a clumsy challenge on the French player. And there's a particular rule that came out before the tournament, Rule 40, that says no keeper must step beyond the line. But our player, our goalkeeper, Chimaka Inadozie, stepped out and the penalty was retaken again. The controversy was so huge, but then it was the exact result. Despite the controversial penalty that led to the defeat of the Super Falcons, we managed to go to the next round after 2 days of waiting. We needed to wait for Cameroon to either draw with New Zealand or not. And unluckily for us, they defeated New Zealand by 2-1. And we also needed Chile and Thailand not to score more than 3 goals. Actually, Thailand just needed 15 goals to go to the next round, but they had no way of scoring 15 goals. The Thailand team were the poorest in the tournament. They had considered 18 goals before the match, before that particular match. And luckily for us, Chile had a penalty kick towards the end of towards the end of the game, but lucky for us, they missed that penalty kick. If they had scored that penalty kick, there was no way we would have qualified for the next round. And Ebere, as you can see on your screen, Ebere, the challenge was very, very clumsy for an experienced defender like her. All we needed in that game was a draw against France, and would have qualified without looking for help from another person. And the player there, she missed the penalty, but we saw that our keeper came out of the line, which caused the referee to call for a replay. And Chiamaka Inadozie, who has set the record as a 18-year-old goalkeeper, who has set the record in the history of the Women's World Cup as the youngest keeper to clean a clean sheet in the match. No keeper has ever done that. An 18-year-old person coming for the first time. She has played for Nigeria under 20, which she performed well, excellently well. And now she has come to the world stage where the whole world has seen her, and we are very, very proud of the lady. She's our hero. As young as she is, she has set a record that nobody has kept as the youngest goalkeeper to ever have a clean sheet in the history of the World Cup. Now the Super Falcons will be playing against a very, very solid team, the Germans, the German machines, the female German machines. It's an interesting game, and we don't know how to turn out well. But we as Nigerians, we are optimistic, believe that the Super Falcons will go all out against Germany on Saturday by 4:30. Now the fixtures for the other matches for the round of 16 are Germany versus Nigeria, which is by 4:30 on Saturday. Norway versus Australia by 8 o'clock. England versus Cameroon. Not to lose the game or win the game. They had their own future in their own hands because they needed to win the match. So we are going to have England versus Cameroon by 4:30 on Sunday. And now the big match, France versus Brazil on Sunday. May I inform you that Brazil also qualified as one of the best losers as well too. They needed the points. Their group was a very, very tough group, then Group E, and all the first 3 teams had 6 points each, 6 points, except the last one had 0 points. So they also needed to go to qualify for round of 16 as a group as one of the best losers. Then we have Spain versus US, which is going to be a very, very interesting match as well too. We look forward to having a very beautiful match for that one. Canada versus New Zealand versus Sweden is going to be an interesting one as well too. Italy versus China by 5 o'clock on Tuesday. Netherlands versus Japan. That is going to be interesting. We are going to see a fast team versus a very compact team. The Netherlands are a very compact team, while the Japanese are a very, very fast team. So now we'll be seeing a very, very interesting. I will look forward to having the Super Falcons going to the next round, beating the record they set 20 years ago. In the world of tennis, we shall take a quick look at the world of tennis. Our beautiful, experienced Naomi Osaka, though quite young, shock exit in the Birmingham was our exit from the Birmingham tournament was very, very shocking. Our reign as the world number one is under threat because she fell in straight sets to Julia Putiseva at the Nature Valley Classic in Birmingham. Putiseva is ranked 46 in the world, and she has reached the quarterfinals with a 6-2, 6-6 victory in a 1 hour 9 minutes game. Osaka, who was out of depth, who unnaturally was out of depth, saved just 4 out of 10 points, out of 10 break points. It's so surprising that Osaka, who has been in the news in the past 2 years, who has conquered the big names, is now being brought down. The US and Australia Open champion has also won just 51% of our first serves and dropped to 24% on her second serves. This is just not what we know Osaka as. Osaka is just as lost form, and we look forward to seeing her coming back to keep up her pace. We are going on a quick break. When we come back, we will look at our local league, our Nigerian league, the Eto Cup, the round of 32, where we saw major upsets by small teams defeating the big teams. We'll be back shortly.
This is Africa. This is Nigeria. Let's do it.
Nige, we're here.
Ahmed Musa, Eastern Nuda, Nigeria is coming. Wait for us.
Yeah, welcome back, viewers, to your favorite sports show. Now we'll be talking about the Eto Cup, the round of 32. It was an interesting season. It was an interesting week where we saw the big teams being brought down by relatively unknown teams. The round of 32, which is the Eto Cup, which is the oldest cup competition in Nigeria, has witnessed some major upsets, which have seen some top clubs existing the competition to some relative unknown clubs. Newly crowned champions, newly crowned Nigeria Professional League champions, Enyimba, crashed out of the competition to non-league side Smart City of Lagos. They lost 3-2 on Wednesday in Benin City. The Lobby Stars as well too, who are the 2018 champions, were also burned out by fellow league club and defending champions Enugu Rangers out of the 77-year-old competition club with a 2-0 victory in Bako Katogara Stadium, Minna. In the same vein, Akwa United, Gobe United, Wiki Tourist, Katsina, Delta Force, Sunshine Stars, and Natural United have also been knocked out of the competition. Akwa United lost 3-0 to Rivers United, as Shooting Stars defeated Katsina United 2-0. And Natural United fell to a 1-0 defeat against Aklo Sendi International FC, while Niger Tornadoes shone over Gombe United to secure a slim 1-0 victory, while Sunshine Stars failed to shine. It failed to overcome EFCC. Other results show Warrior Wolves defeating Ambassador by a long goal, just as Abia Warriors battled Gateway United to end a 2-0 victory. Bendel Insurance, they failed to defeat Ekiti United. Bendel Insurance is a club that everybody expects to shine very well. Bendel Insurance is a club that everybody loves so much, but they failed to defeat Ekiti United. They defeated Ekiti United 4-2 to move to the round of 16, while Kwara United needed a 5-4 penalty shootout victory to defeat Crown FC after the game ended 1-1. Calabar Robbers, they robbed Wiki Tourist, an MPFL side. Calabar Robbers, an NLA club, and they defeated Wiki Tourist with a 4-2 penalty shootout, just as Delta Force succumbed to a 10-11 penalty shootout. They had 22 penalty shootouts, and Delta Force came out triumph and to Sanosho FC. It was a very, very interesting time during the week, and the fixtures are out. We will see Lobby Stars going against Enugu Rangers, which is the peak of the tournament. And now going to transfer news. This season is the 8 Cup fixtures, as you can see on the screen. We have Tornado versus Sanosho. Now we'll be going to the transfer news. Real Madrid, who have spent huge money in the market, are hoping to land Kylian Mbappe in 2020 as Florentino Perez returns to the plan of Galacticos. You know, in the past, signing Galacticos was the ambition of Madrid, and they bring in the best players, and they have seen the future in Kylian Mbappe. And Declan Rice doesn't feel the time is right for him to make a move to Manchester United. Why is everybody running for Manchester United? Why? But Manchester United seems to have lost that touch, and hopefully they'll get their mojo back. The White Gill is mulling over his options at Newcastle. Manchester United have a budget to spend on players this summer of just £100 million, which is about $127 million, while Manchester United are also confident that they can price Aaron Bissaka away from Crystal Palace in a £60 million move. Keylor Navas is set to leave Real Madrid for Benfica. Keylor Navas' future seems unsure because of the arrival of Thibaut Courtois. He feels he's going to be a top keeper, and he doesn't want to be on the bench. So he's going to Benfica. He's likely to go to Benfica to kickstart his career. Then Arsenal manager Unai Emery is keen to bring Lucas Vázquez for Real Madrid. Lucas Vázquez's position in Madrid is under threat with the arrival of Eden Hazard, and he sees no future in Madrid any longer. So he's probably going to move to the Emirates Stadium to kickstart his career as well too. Napoli have joined the hunt to sign Celtic Lewis Sterling alongside Arsenal. Arsenal seem to just need players right now to boost their chances of coming back to top flight football. Liverpool have decided not to part ways with Origi. Origi is a super sub. We saw what he did in Champions League, and we expect that he's going to be part of Jurgen Klopp's plans for this season. Juventus boss Maurizio Sarri is eager to keep Moise Kean. Moise Kean is the black 18-year-old boy who has been so impressive for the Italian Giants, and we look forward to seeing him playing more with Cristiano Ronaldo. Rafa Benitez is not happy with the terms put in by Newcastle. He needs players, but the Newcastle board, they're not giving what he wants. And the contract put to him is not favorable to him. Hopefully, he leaves and goes to a bigger club. Liverpool are also willing to offer a whopping 150 million euros to bring Ousmane Dembele to Anfield. That is going to be a very, very big move. Now, the rumors have it that he wants to leave for playing time with the suspected arrival of a Neymar from PSG, and we don't know how that's going to turn out to be, because PSG wants to have him back, and now Liverpool also wants him. So Dembele is going to be a star for the future. He's a star for the future, but then he needs to build his career a little bit, not to go for bigger moves. Manchester United forward Romelu Lukaku is expected to call time on his career at the Old Trafford. It's a long time coming, after they agreed a whopping £180,000 a week deal with Inter Milan. That is a lot of money. He is going to Inter Milan. He wants to leave Manchester United. PSG wants away Andorra, but we penned a deal worth £7 million for signing with Juventus. Juventus is going to be, they are briefing up their rank with the arrival of Sarri, and it's going to be an interesting league, interesting coming season. Manchester United are paying a €70 million bid for Arsenal forward Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Whether he will leave we don't know yet, but then that's a serious bid. Jorginho is prepared to quit Chelsea and go and follow his boss. They left Napoli together to Chelsea. Now he's going back with him to Juventus. The friendship between both players, the player and the coach, is awesome. They left Napoli together, and then they're going back. They came to Chelsea. Now he wants to take him back to Juventus. So we look forward to see the relationship between Jorginho and Sarri. Now we'll go back again to the Nations Cup proper, which starts today by 4 p.m. The Super Eagles again will kickstart their hunt for a 4th AFCON trophy by tomorrow evening against Burundi. Today we are going to see a beautiful display of African culture, or rather the Egyptian culture displayed today at the Cairo International Stadium, where we'll see players, where we'll see the culture of Africa being shown to the world. We have, as you can see on the screen, the groups. We have Group A, Group B, C, D, E, and F. These teams are all vying for honors. Who comes out tops, we don't know. But we look forward to having the Super Eagles come out tops as our beloved Super Eagles to win it the 4th time. Egypt is the most successful club in this competition, having won it 7 good times, followed by Nigeria has won it 3 times. So we are looking forward to our 4th trophy. Whether we can achieve that, I don't know. But with the blend of the experienced players and the youthfulness in our teams, we look forward to having a good tournament. And my point to you that now that our goalkeeping department is a major headache for our coach. Now it's most likely we're going to see Daniel Akpeyi starting ahead of Francis Uzor. Uzor has been in his feet in the past few matches. He had lost form, and Daniel Akpeyi, good for him, is the most experienced goalkeeper we have right now in that team. So we hope to see him do us proud. And the breakout star we expect to have is going to be Chukwueze, the Villarreal wizard, who, if you can all recall, he dazzled Barcelona during the league last season, where he was mercurial. It was so beautiful to watch him, and he is a star for the future as well. So we look forward to having him show to the world what he can do. And Mikel Obi, the captain of the team, who has said this is most likely going to be his last tournament as a Nigerian player. So he would love to win this. So we look forward to having him perform this magic with Odion Gallo spearheading the attack. We want to thank you, love. We want to thank you for joining us. Thanks, viewers, for staying with us. We shall keep you up to date with happenings of the African competitions as the result unfolds from Egypt. Hope to grace your screen again next week. Bye, and God bless you.
Anglican Cable Network Nigeria, ACNN, is your most reliable gospel TV station that brings to you quality TV programming which build your spiritual life and enhance your walk with God through the undiluted